Hello and welcome to another Core Set 2020 draft video. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to my newest patrons, Alexander Ibarra and Zach Sherman. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you want to support my content. Subscribe to the channel to join our community. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. But most importantly, enjoy the draft. Okay, let's dive right in. Our rare is unplayable. Yarok's Wave Crasher is actually pretty good. You can get some pretty nice enters the battlefield abilities to trigger again, like a Cloudkin Seer or sometimes Fairy Miscreant if you have enough of those. And also you can completely dominate Sleep Paralysis and Pacifism. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of Yarok's Wave Crasher. It's also an elemental, so just a good card overall and one that I'm fine taking pretty early. Yarok's Fenlurker, I'm not as high on this card as some other people might be. It's basically a slightly upgraded Burglar Rat, if you remember Burglar Rat from Guilds of Ravnica, and that card was never insane. It's also very hard to cast, so I don't like to take it too early, but if I am black, I will be playing it. Howling Giant is another card that I'm really impressed with. It gives you just so much power and toughness spread out across 3 bodies. It just really kind of instantly stabilizes the board, and I think that it's better than like every single common except maybe Murder. There's just a ton of, there's really good commons. Maybe that's a bold statement, but Howling Giant is just insane. So I think that's going to be the pick here over Yarok's Fenlurker. The arena bots have been updated a little bit with better pick orders. I have been informed by some folks, so hopefully that makes the drafting portion a little bit more interesting. I'm going to not try to abuse the bots until I've figured out how the new pick orders have been reflected. So we're just going to be taking it as if this is just a in-paper draft. So yeah, if you're at F&M, these are the types of picks I would be making. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Howling Giant. It's also just really nice because if you are going to be planning on playing Gift of Paradise, I think you kind of need a 7-dropper or 2 to ramp into, even if you're just using Gift of Paradise for fixing. So maybe we can take Howling Giant and wheel Brightwood Tracker and have a nice foundation for a ramp deck, though. I'm not too optimistic about wheeling the Tracker. One thing you can do is think about all the cards that are a little bit better than the Tracker, and then maybe think about that. Like Howling Giant, if I take that, then there's 7 other people that have to go. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe someone will take this card or the rare draft or something. So hopefully we can get back that Brightwood Tracker. And following up the Howling Giant with a pretty easy Rabid Bite. It's really nice to just be able to stay one color. Rabid Bite is a premium removal spell in the set, especially when you are potentially going to be drafting a ramp deck, and I think Rabid Bite is the clear pick here. Woodland Champion is a good card, but only if you're like specifically green-white, so that you can pair it with Raise the Alarm. Otherwise, there just aren't enough token makers to make Woodland Champion that scary, so I don't like to take it too early. I'd rather take it after I know what archetype I'm in. I kind of view it as a gold card for that deck. Vampire of the Dire Moon is pretty solid, but it's not in my main color, and Rabid Bite is just good. I would take Rabid Bite over the Vampire Pack one, pick one anyway. Other comments that are good, Lavakin Brawler is excellent. You can play as many of these as you can get in your red decks. It's just really annoying to block and deal with. And then Dragon Mage is a bit too expensive to be good in my opinion. But yeah, Rabid Bite's a pretty nice follow-up to our Howling Giant. Okay, so this is an interesting pick because before I would just count on wheeling the Season of Growth. I don't think I want to take it here anyway, but I guess we'll see if it wheels still, because you used to be able to get these like last pick on Arena. There's a ton of black cards, so maybe there's a black signal. I think of the black cards, my biggest one that I like is Audacious Thief, just because it can kind of run away with the game itself. Vampire of the Dire Moon is like solid and like a good like little card, but it can't like win you the game single-handedly the way an Audacious Thief can. Gorging Vulture is also quite good as a common, but I don't love taking it over an Audacious Thief. We've seen 3 Brightwood Trackers now, so hopefully getting one back would be good because we can maybe play a grindier deck. If we could take an Audacious Thief and then wheel one of these black cards that's actually good, like one of these 4, that would be excellent as well. And maybe if not, we can wheel the Brightwood Tracker. But yeah, we're going to take Audacious Thief, and because it's just the best card in the pack. Even though maybe we would want a Brightwood Tracker, it's just the power level gap between Audacious Thief and the next best card in the green is pretty high, so let's just take the Thief. And now there's another Rabid Bite. This is a pretty clear pickup here for us. And yeah, there's nothing else even particularly close. After this, I would be taking the Bone Splinters. I think Pack Mastiff is a fine card, but I already have an Audacious Thief, and I think getting Bone Splinters is just a pretty good card in black-green, just because you end up with like some grindy stuff. You can end up getting some, you can get a Moldavine Reclamation, you can get Sanitarium Skeleton synergies, but we're just going to not commit too hard to any other color and just take the Rabid Bite. And now there's another Season of Growth. I think this one we kind of want to just take. We have 2 Rabid Bites already, which already target our own stuff, and we can definitely get more things, and Season of Growth is just going to be a solid card in our deck at this point because we have 2 Rabid Bites. There's also a Fairy Miscreant, and then there's Dawning Angel. There's another Pack Mastiff. We've seen a couple of those. There's a Mammoth Spider. how aggressively do we want to pursue Season of Growth? Maybe we could just take a Mammoth Spider and then hope to wheel a Season of Growth. Mammoth Spider is a pretty good card for these type of decks because you tend to just grind really hard and then you need Mammoth Spider type cards to stall the game. Oh man, this is tricky. Tricky. I've been finding Season Growth a little bit clunky as well. Like, I like it in decks that are kind of going all in on the strategy of pumping up your creatures with auras. But I'm not sure if that's the type of deck I'm going to go for here. There's also some chance. I don't think Fairy Mist Greens is correct. I think we're just going to take the Mammoth Spider now that I think about it more. You never really want multiple Season of Growth, and one of the other ones might wheel. Now we can take a Evolving Wilds. There are several blue cards in this pack. There's also an Apostle, which I don't think is particularly good. But Evolving Wilds just leaves us very flexible, and there's no reason to take a replacement level common over an Evolving Wilds that could potentially enable some really cool stuff. Now we're just going to take Thicket Crasher, keeps us in green, and we can still stay flexible. None of these other cards are super excellent. I think the best card in the pack is Infuriate, but it's not good enough to take over Thicket Crasher, which is just a solid card overall. And now, wow, there's really not that much for us. I don't like Diamond Knight. It's just too small of a creature. 3 mana 1/1. It just puts you really far behind, and then you kind of have to have a really good hand already to enable it. Like, you have to have the perfect amount of cards in the right color and be able to cast them and stuff. I think Negate's an okay pick. I think we're just going to take the Blood Burglar, though. I think Blood Burglar is pretty good if we end up with a Audacious Thief deck, because Audacious Thief decks tend to want to punish your opponent for blocking, and Blood Burglar is another card that they really like to block, so we'll take the Blood Burglar. And Brightwood Tracker did come back, so we'll just take that. We still aren't committed to black by any means. The Raise the Alarm Wield, so maybe that's a new thing, so maybe you'll be able to get these later, and maybe white decks will get better on Arena. Sanitarium Skeleton's okay, but we don't really have any things that work with it, so we're just going to take the Brightwood Tracker. And now Sorcerer of the Fang is not a horrific 2-drop, and I don't really like Dragon Mage. Yeah, we're just going to take the Sorcerer. And the Season of Growth did come back. We'll just snag that. There is a Soul Salvage, but I think Season of Growth is going to be good in this deck. We'll just take an uncommon. Undead Servant, that's pretty late Undead Servant. I wonder if we will get a lot of those. Okie doke. Now this pick is interesting. Very interesting. Because we are not yet committed to any second color. We're not committed to black by any means, because we only have like one good black card. But Embodiment of Agonies is quite good as a black card. There's also just a Meteor Golem, which is just a very good card. Just straight up 7 mana card that just destroys anything. Then there's also a Rabid Bite, which is really good because we do also have this Season of Growth, and it's a bit cheaper. Barkhide Troll is not really a card I'm considering because it's just so much worse than Meteor Golem. There's also a Silverback Shaman. There's another big creature. This pack is insane. What is happening? This pack is so powerful. I'm not really feeling committed to black. We only have one black card, so I don't really want to take a black card here. I think the Meteor Golem is defensible, the Rabid Bite is defensible, Silverback Shaman less so than Rabid Bite, just because you can tend to pick up big creatures easier than you can pick up things like Rabid Bite. But I think Rabid Bite probably going to be my pick. Meteor Golem's really good, though. Let's just take the Rabid Bite. It has synergy with our Season. It's just a pretty good removal spell. The Meteor Golem. Yeah, we are going to maybe be playing a ramp deck with this Howling Giant. Let's just take the Meteor Golem. And now Moldervine Reclamation or a Rabid Bite. Again, Moldervine Reclamation kind of pulls me towards a green deck. Towards a black deck. But I'm not sure if I want to just take that instead of a Rabid Bite. Because I'm not sure I want to play black. Because I didn't really see all that many black cards pack 1. And Rabid Bite is so good. Huh. I think we're just going to take the Rabid Bite. And then see how that works out. Another Rabid Bite. 4 Rabid Bites with a Season of Growth. Seems pretty solid to me. Every time we draw Season of Growth, it's going to be a dream. Tomebound Lich is not a card I'm a super huge fan of. It's like a fine card. Like, I'll play it in all my black-blue decks, but I never really splash it, and I never like take it too highly if I'm not black-blue. Already. Yeah, just going to slam these Rabid Bites. Okay. Angel of Vitality. Not really the card I'm looking for, but it is pretty strong. There's also Vampire the Diamond. We could move towards black. It does work really well with our Rabid Bites. There's also a Pack Mastiff. We'll just take the Vampire, though. Vampire is a solid enough card. Works really well with Rabid Bite. And, yeah, we could still just have a good green-black deck. Just because we haven't been taking the black cards, we've been taking green cards, doesn't mean that it's bad to take a black card. And now we're just going to slam a Sedge Scorpion. Shock is a better card, but Sedge Scorpion works so well with Rabid Bite that it's just got to be the pick here, especially because we're not sure what color our second color is quite yet. And now we can take a Reduced to Ashes over a Wolfkin Bond. This is just the best card in the pack. Actually, we could just take a Pack Mastiff. Reduced to Ashes is more splashable. We could like splash it off of an Evolving Wilds. We already have removal covered though. I guess we could take Pack Mastiff. I don't really think I see myself splashing like playing Pack Mastiff aggro deck though. Let's just take the Reduced to Ashes. Have some removal, and now Netcaster Spider is really good. I like getting this as a defensive option. Having a couple spiders really helps against the Flyers decks, and there's nothing else that in a color that I'm guaranteed to play. That was a pretty late unsummon though. And now Vorse Claw, just another big creature. I like getting big creatures here, and I'll be looking to get some Gift of Paradise or something to help ramp into him. Another Mammoth Spider. I like that. Seems like a solid option. Soul Salvage is a fine card, but I'd rather just take green cards here. And kind of rewarded, we can take the Soul Salvage. And now we don't have any uses for a Skeleton, and Blood Burglar, we already have one. So if we do end up in black, we'll have 2 Soul Salvage. Nice. Guess we'll take that over a Goblin Smuggler. Ooh, Colossus Hammer. Sure, we'll take it. We're not playing those other cards. Those other cards are pretty bad. I guess we'll take the Raptor because it's kind of like a card we could technically play. Okay, folks, let's see what we get pack 3. Oh my gosh. Mono green! Mono green! I don't know, Wake Red Elemental is like a fun card. I've played with it multiple times, and it's always felt pretty good to me. We don't really know our colors, but we could just totally play a mono green deck. And then just always be able to activate our Wake Red Elemental. There's also an Overgrowth Elemental, but we don't really have the elemental synergies to support that. There's a Leafkin Druid as ramp. Leafkin's honestly probably just the pick. We already have 7-drop, 7-drop, 6-drop, 5-drop, 5-drop. We don't really need another 6-drop. And Leafkin Druid really does help us out. Yeah, let's just take the Leafkin. That's the discipline pick. It's just going to be better for our deck overall. Sorry, Wake Root. I'm trying to win. And now there's a Disfigure. That's a pretty good card. There's also a Winged Words, I guess. Eternal Isolation. Let's just take the Disfigure. We were kind of leaning towards black-green this whole time, and Disfigure is a very good card. And now there's a Murder alongside a Gift of Paradise. Murder is going to be hard to cast, I gotta say. Gotta be said. Double black is a real challenge. We do have an Evolving Wilds, but Gift of Paradise is so good in our deck. I don't even know if we want to play black. We have a Disfigure and a Audacious Thief and 4 Rabid Bites. I guess it's going to be pretty good. There's also Hanged Executioner. We could just move into white. Do we have any white cards in the sideboard? Not really. I think Murder's probably the pick. Just great removal. We already have a lot of removal, though. We could just take Gift. Let's try to just get greedy and take the Murder here. And now another Evolving Wilds. Really helps with our mana. Maybe we'll wheel the Undead Servant and play a little bit of an Undead Servant package. I can see that being good. Feral Invocation could also wheel and be good with our Season of Growth. Though with 4 Rabid Bite, we don't really need any extra help. Loaming Shaman could help us from milling out in our sweet deck. Yeah, it's just a fine 3-drop too, so let's just take that. And Key could help us grind something out, but I don't think we'll need it overall. Let's just take it though. Maybe we'll want it. Blade Brand is fine. Portal of Sanctuary is not worth splashing, especially when we don't have any ETBs. Huh. I think we'll just take the Blade Brand here. And now we get a... Guess we don't need Skeleton. I guess we'll take it though. It's just the only real option in that pack. And now we'll get a Healer. And wow, late Eternal Isolation. Undead Servant number 2. Let's go. We're not going to play it, but we're not going to play Feral Invocation either, so. So we could have had a better deck, but I think sticking to green really hard was probably the correct play, just because we gave ourselves a lot of options to open something really good, like, and also I don't think, like, I think Mold of Reclamation is a bit slow, and we already have a pretty good grindy deck. Okay, so, do we want to splash this Reduce to Ashes? Probably. We have one ramp spell. Do we want to play Soul Salvage? Maybe we just want Soul Salvage and then just not splash. Because we do have kind of tricky mana with the double black card. And colors, some cards both colors. And we have a ton of removal. Let's not splash. It's not worth it. That's a pretty good mana base. We'll play a Soul Salvage. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And then if we need help grinding, we can side in a Colossus Hammer. I guess we don't have any sideboarding, but we can always change our deck later. Yeah, that's going to do it for the deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope you stay with me for the matches. Okie doke, we have a solid keeper here. This is where if we had a red splash, it would be awkward. We don't really care about getting a Sedge Scorpion down early, so we're just going to get our swamp here. We will Leafkin Druid ourselves, because then we can double spell next turn. Opponent is on the same exact deck as us. Ooh, hello, Rabid Bite. Sorry about the phone. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we have our Audacious Thief. A Blight Beetle, you don't say. Oh no, Rabid Bite, please. Oh my gosh, they also have the exact same deck as us. And Blight Beetle is actually incredibly annoying. Oh, hello, Season of Growth. This is going to be good. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this little value train here. Oh, Vengeful Warchief must die. Oh my gosh. This is insanity. I should have left a black up because I do have a black 1-drop in this deck. Oh! Oh! Yes. Oh, goody. We'll hit him for 3. Because we can always just block this 2-2 with our 0-3. Oh, my friend Sedge. Oh, you have an Undead Servant. That's cute. Okay, we're just gonna hold our defenses up. We don't want to kill this right now in case he has a backup copy. We're fine taking 1 turn for a while. He wants to suicide it in. We have murder up, so if he has a combat trick like a Feral Invocation, then we're fine. Get wrecked. Okay, so they always have the second copy. Just something you gotta be aware of. Oh, this is gonna be so good. So we're gonna Rabid Bite and then shuffle it in. We're going to go for the greedy play of just Rabid Bite, Rabid Bite. Hope to draw a land. Oh, man. Because we're going to just shuffle them all back in. We'll have a lot of options here. We're going to stall the game with our Howling Giant. Play your worst, Claw. Do your worst. Sorry. That was bad. That made me cringe. That was a cringy moment. Oh, hello, Massive Hydra. I assume it is going to be a Massive Hydra. That is not what you wanted to do, buddy. Or maybe it is. Well, I done messed up, folks. I done messed up. Oh, man, that feeling where you're in a rough shape. Sad day. I'm sad. Oh, that was so bad. We wasted our scry. Oh, well, such is life. Sometimes you make mistakes. Always look on the bright side of life. They gained a life. We'll get in for one hit. That thing can block some of it. Let's go, Howling Giant. Oh my gosh. Value. Get back our Audacious Thief and our guy, then shuffle all the removal back in. Okay, we want to shuffle before we scry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our Soul Salvage. It's like an infinite loop, so we'll never deck ourselves. Oh, we'll keep that on top, if you don't mind. Oh yes, oh yes, this is exactly the type of deck we like. Why didn't I attack? I, for some reason, assumed that it was the previous turn. Whoops. Yeah, this is what you have when you have so much value. You're just like, I don't even care if I attack. This is why you use your removal first. Bum ba da da. Da 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 dee dee dum bum. Oh man. I'm afraid of my opponent's non-existent board wipe because there's not a board wipe in black or green. I feel like every game we draw Season of Growth is going to be disgusting. Nice! Oh man, that was vile what we just did. Oh my goodness. Welcome to more black-green action. We're going to keep this hand. I feel like we can mulligan more aggressively because the hands with Season of Growth are just so much better. But we also have a very stall-out deck, so we're going to get our black source just in case we need it. Okay. It's a little worrisome. Makes my Sedge Scorpion feel a little bit suspect. Hopefully they don't have Heart Piercer Bow to go get and ruin my day. Such is life. Oh man.
Well, that's good. Well, now I feel like we can't lose. Like, I know that's a weird feeling, but like, every time we draw Season of Growth, every Rabid Bite just draws us an extra card. And they missed a land drop, and we're going to be scrying a lot. Hopefully they don't have Convolute. And they don't have any other things to get, or they would have just not attacked. Oh, another Rabid Bite, you don't say. And they can't have Murder up. We're just going to get another creature into play. Don't want to land. We can disfigure this and then just start Rabid Biting his stuff. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Okay. Well, this is going to be great. I mean, yeah, Season of Growth just makes our deck insane. Oh my gosh, they always have the second Undead Servant? Is that just a law of nature at this point? Well, luckily, we always have the Rabid Bites, so we do not mind. If they have Unsummon, we still draw a card. So we ended up ahead on that exchange. Sure, we'll get a Audacious Thief. So basically, we drew a card from our Season of Growth, and they used Unsummon to trade with the Rabid Bite. So our Rabid Bite was going to be a 2-for-1 no matter what. So instead of trading Rabid Bite for the Undead Servant, we traded it for Unsummon. Let's just get this guy on the road. Do not need a forest, that's for sure. My opponent's playing Weaponsmith with a single Heartpiercer bow. We're going to be a little careful with our Rabid Bite. We're fine trading this off. Sure. We are scrying lands to the bottom. Nice. 4, 8, 11 lands. So we only have 6 lands left and 17 cards. Oh, that's a nice little stunt. Oh, hello, Vorstclaw. Bladebrand. Unfortunate. We should have attacked with the Brightwood Tracker. We don't want a 2-2 here. Good game. Oh, yes. Just grinding them out. Getting that value. Feels good, feels good. Hello! Well, this hand is 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's generally something you keep, even though it doesn't have any of our strong, like, removal spells. We'll just draw a removal spell, and that'll make our curve out even more ferocious. Or just a 5-drop to make our curve even scarier. Wow, if we draw a couple lands, we're just going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which would be awesome. Hard to compete with that, to be quite honest. Oh, anticipate. Welcome. Hopefully we draw 2 lands so we can just have the literal dream curve. And this will even have trample because of Thicket Crasher. They are a 3-color deck, eh? They probably have Kaikar. Wow, we could have 6, 7 if we draw 3 lands. No need to trade down. That's a great trade for us, jeez. Yeah, you don't want to trade your 3/2s for their 2/2s unless you're like super aggressive, and we're not even sure if we're going to keep our aggression up. But trading our Blood Burglar for their Goblin Smuggler is great. And now, since we have nothing better to do, we will kill their guy and hit him for 7. See, the thing is, most of our spells are castable now, because remember, we only have one other Mammoth Spider and then one Howling Giant. And other than that, like, all of our spells are castable, so we can actually put significant pressure on them here. And a lot of our spells are like more Rabid Bite type things. Oh my gosh, that's so good for us. Like now they go to 4. And like we have a lot of inherent value in a Season of Growth. Okay, Griffin Sentinel. Sure. Okay. The thing is once we play our Mammoth Spider, we're totally just fine, hanging out, chilling. And we're going to scry into more lands now. Perfect. We don't really want to trade our 3/2 for a 1/3. We still have this nice 5, 6, 7 once we scry into some lands. The thing is we can scry into lands, we can scry into murder, we can scry into Rabid Bite. We have a lot of cards we're pretty happy to draw. Okay, so they have a Planar Cleansing. Boreal Elemental. Okay. We'll trade this for a Griffin Sentinel. Nice, they give us some life. Don't want that. We'll keep a Rabid Bite or a Murder, but we won't keep a just random creature. Or a land we'd keep. Sure. Okay. We're fine trading things off now. Because our Vorse Claw into Meteor Golem thing is going to be fine. It's weird, we don't even want Disfigure, we just want to draw a land. The best use of a Disfigure would be like Disfigure our own Mammoth Spider. Oh, I beg of you, Jack, just give me this land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. we can scry into our land. No, Sorcerer of the Fang, we do not want you. I do not want you, Sorcerer of the Fang. I do not want you here nor there. I do not want you anywhere. I do not want you in a box. I do not want you with a fox. Oh, murder. Okay, and now we can kill a Boreal Elemental on their end step. Sure. Oh, land ho, Lidario. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Man, what a game this is. Truly glorious. And now we can soul salvage back Thicket Crasher to give it trample. Oh my gosh, this deck is awesome. We're in gold 1! Let's go! We are climbing. This deck is excellent. Well, 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 a Rabid Bite in our hand. I wonder what the odds are. We're keeping this one. Oh man, we're going to go the distance. Audacious Thief into Rabid Bite. Not really the greatest combo, but still. Oh, they have a Season of Growth. Well, that could be problematic. Because they are a green deck, so they could have a bunch of Rabid Bites too. Huh, so they just drew this, or else they would have played it. Oh, dope. We are not blocking if this thing attacks. No! Well, now we're blocking it. Okay, so we can 2-for-1 ourselves here, but then we get to draw an extra card, so we only 1-for-1 ourselves. Yeah, let's just do it. We have a Loaming Shaman to shuffle back in, and opponent might just not have anything good. Just cycling through our deck is also inherently valuable. Using 2 Rabid Bites on a 4-3 is not great, but we can't get rid of the 4-3 for a while. It's going to hit us for like 6 damage. I mean 8 damage or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me murder. And now my opponent's got to be kind of afraid, because like my thief can just attack at some point. No blocks. I'm afraid of a growth cycle. Because now that we have Force Claw, we can play around a growth cycle. We're going to play around second Active Treason. Oh my gosh, Meteor Golem, my hero. We don't need to be too aggressive here. We can just hold back, play defensive. Cavalier of Thorns. Okay. Okay, so we can Rabid Bite this thing. What's in their graveyard to put back on top? They can get a Rabid Bite. Oh, then they can get Active Treason. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. So let's play Brightwood Tracker, and then Rabid Bite the Lavakin Brawler. This also kind of late. I just don't want them to Cavalier, get back their active trees, and then kill me with that. Boom. I think they have +3/+3 in their hand. No attacks. Because if this dies, then they could have gotten back active trees, and then it's a catastrophe potentially. Here we can just play it slow, play it safe. Oh, this is even better. A bit of power, a bit of toughness. The next turn we'll kill this Cavalier. Get in a nice attack. For 12 or something. Then it doesn't really matter what they get back. Their graveyard isn't that stacked. So if they have +3/+3 and then +5, so they could get up to 10, 13 power and 14 toughness. This is 10, 15. There's no way they can get through this. Like, I'm reading them for +3/+3 this entire time. Ha! We have to block. We could have chumped, I guess. But it has trample, so that would have been sketchy. What you gonna do? They're getting Rabid Bite. That's cute. That's really cute. They've got to be dead here, right? They're screwed. Goodbye, sweet Thicket Crasher. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. This is a bloodbath. Five, 7, 9, 14. Yeah. We're making him chump block, which is part of the beauty of this. Okay. Feral Invocation, sure. Did we blow it? Oh my gosh, we blew it. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose now. They're going to go Rabid Bite, Active Treason. No, Rabid Bite Growth Spiral is all they need. We could have just held back a 2/2 Wolf. Oh no. Oh no. We're alive! Oh! Yes! Thank goodness we didn't choke! We could have choked. We had no reason to go so aggressive, but I didn't want to do the math. And it made it more exciting, I guess. To watch me just fuddle my way through that. After a near bungling of that last match, we have not a great hand, honestly. I mean, we have to keep this type of hand because, like, I'm not insane, but it's, like, not the standard that I'm used to, you know. Get a swamp so we could cast Murder if we wanted to. Now we'll get a forest so we have double green. And we are slowly thinning our deck down. Wow, Apostle kind of actually hoses some of our graveyard stuff. Luckily, we don't have too much graveyard shenanigans. Drawing 3 lands with this hand was really bad. We don't have any value engines. We don't have any ways to use our mana. We just have pure and simple stuff. I don't think we want to go for Loaming Shaman just yet. We don't want to take too much damage here. You'll kill that, then Loaming Shaman, Rabid Bite. That's actually a great draw. Loaming Shaman can shuffle back in our Murder. We don't really want to draw a Spider at this point anyway, so. This does have Pro Black, so it's kind of irritating. And they are a little mana screwed, so our Brightwood Tracker might just be able to stick around. I don't know their second color though, so maybe they'll have like a couple like red removal spells or something. Oh, nice. Rabid Tracker is going to be solid for us, I'd say. Oh yeah, blue-white doesn't really have a way to get a creature off the board. I don't see us blocking with this, but maybe we'll just hold it up. If they have a pump spell, we can wreck them with our Murder. We want to give at least the option of using this, though. Sure. We'll take 4. Hooray, we made it, we got a hit. Okay, so now we will cast everything. Because that means we can slam our Howling Giant next turn. We do have 2 Mammoth Spiders, so I'm not super worried about this Fairy Miscreant. Beats. Kind of hoping they go for something so I can get a 2-for-1 here with my Murder. Nice. It's kind of a 2-for-1. Because they were using it as a combat trick for this guy. And so now these things block. All I do is take an extra 2 damage. Wow. Well, that's a change of events. Goodbye, sweet Brightwood Tracker. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, man. Brutal. That was a good God's Willing, must say. This figure's going to be good here. So we can attack with these things and then get rid of the Inspiring Captain. I don't think that's worth it. We are okay if the game goes long. Just know your role. We have a lot of good draws in our deck. We have Meteor Golem, Soul Salvage, Vorst Claw, Season of Growth, plus more Rabid Bites. he attacks, we're blocking with our vampire 100%. Because vampire is a useless attacker against those fairies. Our 5/5 reach is holding the fort. We can draw another mammoth spider to get us even more stabilized. Heck yes. Heck yes. Let's go. I think attacking is correct here. It gives them less time to draw stuff. We have the air stabilized. We don't even care. We're just fine going for these. I feel like they have a combat trick. Oh, yes. You chose poorly, opponent. I do not know why they tried to pummel. Oh, because that's why I did the damage to it first. Was in case they had a combat trick so that they would go for it on that guy. But yeah, that was a massacre. Yeah! Whoo! Even putting the right blocker in front can be more important than you realize. Okie doke. Guaranteeing the win with this hand. We have Season of Growth and 1 Rabid Bite. Oh man, we're so close to platinum, folks. I can taste the platinum. Hello, opponent. We'll hit you with an early good game. That's how confident I am in our Season of Growth deck. Oh no. I'm too confident in my Season of Growth deck. Leafkin Druid is here. Oh man, I deserve the punish. I deserve to be max punished for this. Oh dear me. Yes! I'll be able to kill the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Thank goodness. We get a Brightwood Tracker. Next turn we can go Season of Growth plus Rabid Bite. Or if my opponent ends up making this into a 4-2-3, we can play a Loaming Shaman plus Rabid Bite. Just to make sure we kill it. My early GG may be punished, but my opponent did miss a land drop, so if they can't hit a land on this turn, I think I've got them. We've got them right where we want them. We've got them on the run. I'm fine getting a little aggressive with this. Oh yeah, Howling Giant's a fantastic draw. Because now we'll just have so much power in play. We're going to be getting 9 power next turn. Octoprofit. Okay, that's fine. Gonna start things off with a nice little attack. I mean, they'll probably block because they kind of have to. But if they trade now, they take 2 damage. That extra 2 damage could be relevant. Now we're presenting lethal. And we get a bunch of scries to find another Rabid Bite here. Vorse Claw is good enough to keep, though. Because this is good. Now we can cast both of our guys. I mean, you keep a 6-drop on top at this stage of the game every single time. Don't want to land. That's basically like drawing a card. That's kind of how Scry works. In the late game, it gets better and better. Because in the early game, you sometimes need lands, but late in the game, you don't need them. Holy heck. If my opponent somehow wins this game, they have my ultimate respect. And also it means that I did something really wrong. Aww, the Fenlurker. Nice. I like how this guy has an animation of hitting him still. Oh, nice. Sweet victory. Okay, we're going for the perfect record here. We're going to keep this hand. Actually. Yikes. Huh. Yeah, we'll keep it. We have the ability to kill like anything my opponent could play. And that'll give us time to draw our lands. We have 3 shots at this. Okay, we will disfigure this guy. Because we don't want to be taking too much damage while we draw our lands. And also because we'd rather save our Rabid Bites to kill something bigger. Yeah, let's go! We're hitting land drops! Oh, I'm so excited. Give me Season of Growth right off the top deck. I know you want to. Like, Disfigure couldn't have killed that one. We will just play... we'll just offer the trade. There's no way they trade these. Just gotta know the opponent. There's no way they don't know we have 2 Rabid Bites in hand and don't really want to trade these. So there's no way they do it. I hope they do not have a shock. Let's go. I think it's fine to kill both their guys. It just gives us a lot more time to draw our lands, play our Vorse Claw and stuff. Okay, they only have one other 2-2. Let's go. We don't want to trade 1 damage for 2 damage. We'll just do it on defense. Now we just want to lose our guy, which we'll trade him off at a disadvantage here to start getting our Soul Salvage all fed up. wonder what they're splashing black for. Oh, that's funny. Land me. Heck yes. Oh, you have Knight of the Ebon Legion too? You're splashing Knight of the Ebon Legion? What is this madness? That's insane. Okay. Now I'm kind of scared. Wow! That is so dumb! Oh my gosh! Well, that was an unexpected defeat. After that disappointment, let's battle back and get to this 7 wins. We must change the color of our cat to green. Our cat is our spirit animal. Let's go. Playing Vorsclaw lost us the match. I can't believe it. I've never seen a worse Vorsclaw. Vorsclaw. Your Vorsclaw will not frighten me. Like, even if I hadn't attacked with my Sedge Scorpion, there's no way I'm ever blocking that Vorsclaw with my own Sedge Scorpion. But I guess active treasoning your Vorsclaw is a legitimate game plan. Our green cat. We will pet him. This will give us good options. What does clicking on the enemy cat do? I know that petting ours makes him happy. Destroy the statue of Bolas. While I am waiting for my opponent to resolve a difficult anticipate. Oh. He just growled at me? Oh yeah, let's pet our cat. Opponent is tanking deep. They're in bronze, tanking on their anticipate. They're probably like super good and they just haven't been playing. Because I think it tries to pair people with a similar record. Oh, the perfect draw. We're using all of our mana every turn. Getting a tap land, mana efficiency is the key. Heck yes. Heck yes. Opponent is once again roping. Why are they taking so long? That does not seem like a very complicated turn. Oh, yes. This game is over. As soon as I draw my Season of Growth, and don't worry, I played it before the Sorcerer of the Fang. Completely by accident. It just happened it was the card closer to my hand. That's pretty much the only reason I played it first. Though it is completely correct to do so. Okay, so we can get our Vorsclaw into play next turn. We can go for this double block, probably. It's not really worth it. We have enough life total that we don't have to do risky blocks like that. Wow, my opponent's giving me a run for my money. They did hit a land, too. We don't need that land. Now we will block this double E. Octo Profit, you say? What? I haven't played an Octo Profit in forever. I just always have better cards in my deck. Not that Octo Profit's bad, it's just my cards are better. Humble brag, I guess. They would have attacked if they had a bounce spell. Let's just do this now. Sedge Scorpion. A noble choice. We shall bravely attack. Assaulting the fortress. Wow, that was... No, not even considering defense. We'll keep that on top. It's just a solid creature. Not an insane creature or anything, but it's solid. Sedge, my man! Nice. Opponent is worried about Sorcerer of the Fang. Huh. When they're playing a Boreal Elemental, I'm surprised that they're not more worried about that. We shall... We can attack and then suicide in to get our Audacious Thief back. I think we'd rather save our Soul Salvage to get back relevant creatures. Sorcerer of the Fang is okay, but not insane. Ah, they have double Loaming Shaman. I'm really liking my chances this game. They have nothing on board, essentially. I'll just kill this thing, attack with this guy a bunch of times. They can, like, double block, sure. They have increased their threat density. Die, Sedge. And then they can use the Octo Prophet to block the other guy. Sure. Then we will crack this fetch before we play the Sorcerer of the Fang. Learning our lesson, of course. Oh yeah. We're doing the value plays, folks. Heck yes. Ah, they have a Vorstclaw of their own. Haha, perfect. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Oh man, what a rip off the top of the old deck. Little do they know we have 4 of them, so it's not like unlikely to get it, but it's just awesome. Oh, no big deal. Oh, this is wonderful. We did it, folks. We finally got to 7 wins. Boom! Let's go! We're almost in platinum, too. Oh, man, we are 2 wins away. Oh, man, we're totally going to make it there. This is great. This is great. Whew.
Hey, welcome to the end of the video. If you did make it to this part, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave in the comment section down below hashtag 4bites7wins to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. I want to give another big shout out to my patrons over on patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and a special shout out to all of the Eternals of Bolas at that level on the Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all of my patron support. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad you made it all the way to the end, and I'll talk to you guys next time.